Hey guys, in this month's top 5, I'm going to be sharing with you my favorite mystery thriller novels. You know, I'm not entirely sure what constitutes as a mystery thriller. You know what I mean? Mystery thrillers, I guess maybe just if it feels like a mystery thriller, it is, I suppose. I don't know. I think of a mystery thriller as long as there's some sort of crime involved, as long as there's some sort of crime, as long as there's some sort of maybe a murder. Not necessarily a murder has to happen, but some sort of crime, maybe some sort of murder. Yeah, it's something that provokes a mystery. You know that you don't have all the answers, but you get all the answers by the end. That's kind of how I think of a mystery thriller. That's probably not the technical definition for it, but that's kind of how I view it, and that's kind of what I was determining as I was picking out my favorite books to put in this particular video. So yeah, let's get into my top 5 favorite mystery thriller novels. At number 5, Dissolution by C.J. Sansom. And this is the first book in the Matthew Shardlake series. And this series is a series of novels that take place during Tudor England, primarily during the reign of King Henry VIII. And wow, I just freaking love this book, you guys. The premise of this novel, it takes place during the 1500s, like I said, the reign of King Henry VIII. And what happens at the start of this novel, this royal commissioner, is he a commissioner? Yeah, a royal commissioner. He's been found murdered on the steps of a monastery. Now, what you gotta remember, during the reign of King Henry VIII, there's a lot of issues going on between the Catholics and the Protestants and this and that. So yeah, there's a lot of that drama going on in this novel, on top of a murder mystery that this man, Matthew Shardlake, he has to unravel. And what I particularly love about this novel, I mean, not only do I love Tudor England, but I just love the fact that this novel, the character Matthew Shardlake, he can't rely on modern forensics. You know what I mean? He has to use his wits and his intelligence to talk to suspects, to talk to people, you know, to try to unravel certain things. And this novel is just very intelligently done, I think, very compelling, very atmospheric. You definitely feel like you're in Tudor England. And yeah, I mean, if you're someone who likes mystery thrillers, I definitely recommend this because historical fiction, I think historical fiction sometimes gets neglected in the mystery thriller category sometimes, and people don't think of it. Though I think a lot of times people think of more modern mysteries and whatnot. So yeah, check this out. So good. At number 4, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by Stieg Larsson. And oh boy, you guys, this novel is crazy. Just a fascinating mystery thriller novel. Yeah, it's about this disappearance of a young girl from like 40 years ago, but things kind of come back into light into the present day. And yeah, we're mostly through the point of view of this character, Michael Blum. How is his name pronounced? Michael Blomqvist? Ignore my horrible pronunciations, you guys. We're given the narrative a lot through his point of view. He's a journalist. He kind of finds himself wrapped into this whole mystery with this disappearance of this young girl from 40 years ago. And also added to the mix is Lisbeth Salander, you guys. Perhaps one of the most badass, interesting female characters in all of literature, perhaps. Yeah, she's a hacker. She's covered in tattoos. She has a very strange personality. She's kind of antisocial almost, and yeah, she's been through a lot of shit in her life. So yeah, Lisbeth and Michael, they team up to figure out this disappearance of this girl. And it's action-packed. It's a roller coaster from start to finish. The novel does start off a tad bit slow. You gotta get through that beginning, but once you get past the beginning, it takes off, and it's fascinating from beginning to end. And I also gotta add, this is my favorite book in the series. I'm personally not really a fan of the next books. They kind of bored me because this book kind of set up a particular tone that I was expecting with the next books, and it didn't live up to what I was expecting, unfortunately. So yeah, this is my favorite. This is definitely one that I can reread over and over and over again. At number 3, Child 44 by Tom Rob Smith. Oh my goodness, this is a book that I have read many, many times. I feel like I always kind of discover something new with it. This is historical fiction. It takes place in the 1950s in Soviet Russia, and we follow this, I believe he's like a police inspector or something, a detective. We follow him as he is discovering these various different murders of young children. I believe strictly boys. It's all young boys, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, the boys, when they are discovered, it's all very strange. They have dirt stuffed in their mouth. They have like a tag hanging off of their foot. I believe they're totally naked as well. It's been a while since I read this book, you guys. I'm trying to remember like all the details. But yeah, each murder of each child, it's all very specific. And so yeah, the lead character, that's when he starts to put the piece together. Wait a minute, we're on the trail of a serial killer here. And yeah, that leads to a lot of issues and drama with this book because it's Soviet Russia. Soviet Russia does not believe in the idea of a serial killer. It's preposterous, essentially. Like, what the hell are you talking about? So yeah, a lot of the people do not believe the leading character that there's a serial killer among. And yeah, this is just a fascinating novel. Yeah, guys, very atmospheric, very chilly. It takes place like in the heart of winter in Russia. Yeah, it's like you're freezing this whole damn novel. It's kind of fantastic. And yeah, I love this immensely. Like I said, I reread it all the time, and I never get bored. I'm always finding something new with it, and the ending just always gets to me. At number 2, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. Of course, Agatha Christie had to make an appearance in this top 5. I think I've only read maybe 6 Agatha Christie novels, and I've enjoyed every single novel. But I think And Then There Were None is definitely my top favorite Agatha Christie, and then probably followed by the Murder of Roger Ackroyd, because I was kind of tempted to put the Murder of Roger Ackroyd on this list, but then I was like, no, I like And Then There Were None a little bit better. But yeah, if you don't know what And Then There Were None is about, it's about this group of 10 people. They don't know each other. They all don't know why they're heading to this mysterious island. They're all kind of arriving there under mysterious circumstances. And yeah, one by one, just event after event starts happening, and people start disappearing or start getting killed or something. And yeah, it's very, very crazy, just things that are going on in this novel. And I had the benefit of watching the miniseries for this first. There was like a recent miniseries a couple years ago. I had the benefit of watching that miniseries first, which I think kind of helped me while I was reading this, because there's a lot of characters. I definitely needed the visuals for everybody. And yeah, I was able to pick up on little details that I might have missed. Had I not known what to expect, I think I might have missed some little details. But yeah, a very intricate, well-told novel by Agatha Christie. Just, there's the details that matter. There's the red herrings. The red herrings are just brilliant. And yeah, just such an incredible ending that's like, wow, I cannot believe this novel went there. And at number 1, Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. There was no question about this book being at the top of my list. What this novel is about, it's about this married couple, but one day the wife has gone missing. Amy has gone missing. So of course her husband, Nick, he is blamed for her disappearance and possible murder. So this is just such a fascinating novel, because it's not only is it a murder, mystery, thriller sort of thing, it's a novel that really discusses gender politics in some ways, because the blame automatically goes to Nick just because he's the husband. So yeah, I mean, did he not, you know? This novel has some of the best done twists and turns I have ever seen to a mystery thriller. Just so compelling, absolutely brilliant. Things happened that I was like, what? What the hell just happened? And I love it, just brilliant. And unfortunately, I've not read any more Gillian Flynn. It's like, because of this novel, I want to read some more from her, but I haven't, because I have a feeling all of her novels are probably in this similar vein, in similar style. But yeah, Gone Girl, you guys. You need to read this book. It is crazy. It's unpredictable. It's just brilliant. So, that's it for my top 5 mystery, thriller, type in novels, whatever you want to call them, in the comments below. You guys, what are your favorite murder mysteries, thrillers, suspense novels, kind of whatever, you know, kind of in that genre, if you will. What are your favorites? Just let me know down below. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.